I'm Andres Molina. I'm a junior, and I attend Belen Jesuit Preparatory School.
Nice, bro. Thanks. So what happened that made you realize that you needed our service?
I realized that I kind of needed to start preparing for the SAT, and my PSAT scores weren't really that good.
Got you. This was like 10th grade PSAT.
Yeah.
How far was that from like what you needed?
I didn't have a specific goal in mind at that point, but I just knew that I wanted to go higher.
Maybe like even though you didn't know, you didn't have like a specific number, right? Why did you need to get higher?
I don't know. I just thought that it was kind of low compared to other people around me for to actually get a scholarship. So I thought I needed to do better.
And when it came to math, would you say math was one of your strengths or not really?
I mean, I think it was like kind of one of my weaknesses around that time.
Well, what math class were you in?
I think it was algebra 2.
Okay, so at the time, it's like you math was not like it's not like you wouldn't say you were good at math, basically.
No,
All right. And then why do you think you were like, what was your biggest frustration with the test? Like, why do you think you weren't scoring that high?
I think a lot of the questions I just didn't really know how to do them. I would just kind of learn the content in class and then either forget it or I would really vaguely remember it. So it's like me forever to do it.
Makes sense. All right. How'd you hear about us?
My parents had heard about you guys through some friends that they had.
And then after they, told you and we met or whatever, like what was your expectation of the virtual group environment?
I thought it was gonna be really big classes and not super interactive, but it wasn't.
How would you compare it to COVID?
It was definitely better than COVID classes, I would say. I mean, the class sizes were a lot smaller, so the teachers would actually be interacting with us a bit more personally, I guess.
If somebody asked, like, how would you describe our service? Like, what should they know?
I guess it's definitely a lot of work, but at the end of the day, it might not seem like it at first, but it's definitely gonna pay off.
It is a lot of work, huh?
Yeah.
You can't sugarcoat it. We got how'd you manage the workload?
Um, I didn't manage it super well. I tried to pace myself with homeworks, and if I could, maybe plan it out so I had a day at the end where I wasn't doing any work. So if I had something come up, I would be able to still get everything done on time.
So basically, you created a cushion.
Yeah, when I could.
Nice. That's smart. Um, when it came to the prep course, did you find, I don't know, that anything stuck out to you more than the rest? Like, maybe like the practice tests or the classes? Like, what'd you find the most helpful?
I think the practice tests were really helpful for me.
Do you think they would have been just as helpful, but like if you didn't have the class?
I think the class definitely helped.
So it was like the combo.
Yeah, pretty much.
What'd you think about the text messages in the chat?
I mean, they were they could get a little bit annoying at the time, but looking back at it, I kind of realized they were really helpful, keeping me on track.
Make sure you're doing your work.
Yeah.
I wish we didn't have to send them out, bro. But hey, look, well, ultimately, what was the result that we helped you get? Like, what was your final score and the total improvement?
I went from a 560 on the PSAT to a 740. So 180 improvement.
Nice. Because let's be real here. Not everyone goes up like that much.
Yeah.
And even in our program. So at the end of the day, you know what? It was you that put in the work, bro. So congrats, dude. And what has this result meant for you? Or like what has it enabled you to do now?
I think I'm eligible now for the Bright Future Scholarship. And now around senior year when everyone's trying to take their tests, I'm gonna be a lot more relaxed with it. I'm not gonna have to stress out too much.
Do you have any school in mind that you're looking at or not really?
I don't know about a specific school in mind. I'm looking at there's a few, I guess. There's Georgetown American University, but I'm not sure. Out of those really.
And then the Florida schools or not?
Florida schools, I guess FSU, I was looking at a little bit.
I feel like I don't really know. I don't know where you're at with reading, but certainly I think your math is good enough for those schools. So
Yeah.
good work, man. Do you have any advice for the students currently on their journey?
Yeah, I would say make sure you're trying the best you possibly can on the mock tests. That's really how you're gonna know like where you're at and make sure you're reviewing your answers there.
Yeah, that's what's up. I know a lot of kids don't do that. They'll, or and I don't know, you get tired, you just take the mock kind of late, or they think that going to class is like, oh, I'm good, like I'm just gonna go to class and then do whatever on the mock. So they'll kind of like half-ass the mock, and then they don't check their work. I know a lot of kids don't. So that's right on, dude. That's super important. You don't go over what you got wrong. How are you gonna get better, right? Nice, man. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate this. Thank you again, and have a good day, man.
All right. You too.
Peace.
Bye.